Hello, my friend. Today is looking like a very cloudy day. I thought it was gonna rain, but on the weather app it's saying that it's not, so hopefully it doesn't. Being cloudy helps ease the hot temperature down here, so maybe I'll be able to get away with wearing a jacket today, but we'll see. Today's my day off. I'm still trying to get a routine going since starting a new job. I work from 2 to 10 p.m. on Wednesdays through Sundays, so I have Monday and Tuesdays off. I realized that on my Mondays, the first day that I have off, I tend to just be a bit lazy and just get my rest and stuff. But so yesterday I was just cleaning up and everything, and then today, Tuesday, I want to go into the city. I haven't been to the record store in a long time, so I want to do that. I want to go to the used bookstore. They also have a bunch of used DVDs there that I want to check out. Usually I'll get ready for work tomorrow, but I took tomorrow off because I'm seeing Joe in concert and I'm really excited, but also my anxiety about it is just growing the closer the time comes, because this is the first time I'm going to a concert by myself. And I was just trying to plan everything, like what time am I going to leave my apartment to get there, which parking garage am I going to park. I want to make sure I know how much money it is going to be to pay for parking. How early should I line up, because I want to be as close to barricade as possible, but at the end of the day it's not that deep. I just want to listen to the music. I'm just freaking out, but I know it's going to be chill. Yeah, and I'm drinking some green tea, and I had some apple and cinnamon oatmeal today, which felt very fall. I made like a little fall bucket list for the season, and I'm trying to incorporate more things fall. So I recently started reading Frankenstein. I'm on like page 3 so far. I'm still I think I'm reading her letters right now. After Frankenstein, I might read this book here, The Taking of Jake Livingston. This book was $5 at Second and Charles, so I just got it. It looks like it would be a fall Halloween-y type of book. Another option is The Secret History. I've heard a lot about it. Don't know what it's about. People say it's good for fall. Don't know. I did just finish reading Dead End Memories by Banana Yoshimoto. I got this, one, because it's Banana Yoshimoto. I've read a lot of her books, and 2, it has the ginkgo leaves on here, which I was like, oh, it's very pretty for autumn. I bought this last year and I finally read it. It took me 2 days to finish it. It's really short. But yeah, one of those books I'll finish reading. But I did want to get into Frankenstein because I saw that they had a new movie called Frankenstein come out this year, and I wanted to check it out. Today is the day. Today is Joe Day. It took me forever to figure out what I want to wear, but I decided on this. So just basic white shirt, waistcoat, vest that I got from Depop, some pants that I got from Depop, and then I'm gonna wear these boots right here. I need to get some new ones because these are cut up, but I always wear my shoes until there's a hole in the bottom, so I'm not getting a new pair anytime soon. We're seeing Joe today! I'm so excited!
Try for all of my life just to find someone who leaves on the line for me. Leaves on the line for me. Turn back the time, hung up the shadow when I feel alright. I turn back the time, hung up
shit.
I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan.
Okay, I did not feel like pulling out the tripod because I'm very comfy on the couch, but I'm feeling better. It's been like 4 days. This is like the fastest I've gotten over a cold. Like, I was perfectly fine before the cold, and then I got hit the next day and it was terrible, and then the next day I was lethargic, and then now I'm just getting rid of like blowing my nose and stuff, but I was making sure that I was cooking all of my soup. I was only eating like oranges, drinking water, some tea, and just eating really healthy foods and making sure that I was making them at home. I feel like maybe that made it go by faster. I'm happy that I'm feeling better, especially so fast. And while I was sick, I binge watched a bunch of movies for Spooktober. I'm really happy that it's October. Also, one of the things on my bucket list was to do my nails, so I did like a little fall themed whimsically type nails. I wanted to do this for the past like 2 years, but I just never did it. I've had these colors. I don't know, for some reason I thought that I didn't have the colors to do it, so I never did it, but look at me progressing in life. I'm going to a Fujikaze concert tonight. I was this close to not going because I was like, oh my god, I'm sick, but I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still gonna take my mask and mask up and everything, but while I wait, I have a couple hours left. I was gonna watch Pan's Labyrinth, but I think that's a long movie. And also, I have been in a knitting mood, which I'm really surprised about, and I'm happy about, because I haven't knitted in a while, and I was scared that I was like never gonna want to do it again. But today I was scrolling on Pinterest, I saw a crochet scarf, and I was like, it brings back so much memories, even though it was like a month ago since I last knitted or crocheted. So I'm gonna work on this little sweater and watch a movie until the concert.
Drink me. Better look first. If one drinks much from the bottom.
Hello. I am drinking some tea because my throat's a little itchy, and I actually just finished reading The Taking of Jake Livingston, and I wanted to talk about it. This is going to be a non-spoiler review, by the way, but basically this story is about a boy. He goes to a school in Atlanta that is primarily white, so he's one of the only black kids there. I think it's just him and his brother, but he is basically dealing with that and the fact that he sees ghosts. He sees ghosts, ghouls, and unfortunately one of the ghosts that he sees is the ghost of a school shooter. And he basically is dealing with that and being queer and being the only black kid at school. Really, really interesting plot. Before I get into it, I want to say that the cover art is absolutely beautiful. And then after reading the book, I looked at it again, and it fits the theme perfectly. The plot is very intriguing and interesting. I didn't buy the book because of the plot, I bought it because of the cover, and thankfully the plot kept me going. But the one thing I didn't like is, unfortunately, the author's writing style. It felt the pacing felt too rushed, in my opinion, and we didn't get enough time to really dive deep into who Jake is until like probably the last chapter of the book, or the last couple of chapters in the book. There's another character who you see the perspective of a kind of. You get to see how he grew up, how his family was, why he does what he does, and you get a lot more backstory into him. But I think with the main character, I feel like we should have gotten that with him as well. And the fact that, you know, it's a black main character, queer black main character, it's really cool. I do wish it fed more into that, like all of the racism stuff, all of the him dealing with his queerness, everything was very surface level, and I feel like that's because the plot was so intense that it might have been a little bit difficult to do all of those topics without it swaying too much this way and swaying too much that way. But hopefully maybe when the author writes his second book, he can maybe dive deeper into those topics, because they are topics that we should have more in books. Just made my first breakfast tray. I've been trying to be more intentional about waking up in the morning, having myself a little routine. And one major thing in that routine that I want to make sure I do every single day is make myself a nice breakfast and have a nice morning, whether it's reading or journaling and just staying off my phone. So today I made a nice breakfast tray. For breakfast today, I made a kale salad. There's tomatoes, cucumbers, red onions, cranberries, nutritional yeast, cayenne pepper, black pepper, and some salmon. And then I also have a tofu scramble, which is just the tofu, curry powder, bell peppers, spinach, and red onions. And then I'm also drinking a turmeric ginger tea. The color's very pretty. And yeah, that's my breakfast this morning. I finished reading Frankenstein. I really enjoyed Frankenstein. It was really good. I saw this review that said it's basically a mad scientist and a loner arguing about who's more depressed. And that made me laugh so hard. It's so true. The new Frankenstein movie is coming out next month, and I'm really excited because after reading Frankenstein, I was so excited to watch the movie. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it visually. Whoever made the first Frankenstein movie read the book and was like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. They changed so much. And now the modern iteration of Frankenstein is like a dull monster, but I'm like, that's not the Frankenstein that I was reading. So hopefully the new Frankenstein movie is more accurate to the book, but I expect it to be because Guillermo del Toro has never let me down. My fiance's mom gave this iPod to me, and she gave this to me a year ago, and I've been trying to charge it and it would never keep a charge. But then yesterday I charged it and I was like, okay, let me see how this is, because I really want to give up streaming entirely. Like, I'm working on my DVD collection. I wanted the iPod so I can stop streaming music. I can actually just buy the music from the artist's website or Bandcamp and then just put it on my iPod. I can rip my CDs, and they do have like a vinyl ripper. It's a longer process, but it's possible to just rip all the vinyls that I already have. But I was looking online into modding iPods and stuff, and this actually held a charge, and I was going through it and everything, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna commit to this. But yeah, once I get this loaded, I'm done with Spotify, I'm done with streaming, and I'm gonna be very happy and excited, because I feel like if I'm intentionally, like with Spotify, you can, or just streaming music, you can listen to so much music, like unlimited amounts of music, right? But when you're actually buying music, you're more intentional because you're putting money into it, and you're like, okay, do I really like this album? Am I going to listen to this all the time? Am I going to get my money's worth, essentially? So I'm going to be intentionally buying music that I'm going to listen to more. I'm going to engage more with the music that I purchased. I'm going to really understand the music, because like there's so many songs that I like, but I don't even know the name of it. Like I can sing along to it here and there, but then if someone's like, oh, what song is this? I don't know. I just know where it's at on my playlist, you know? So I want to be more intentional with my music and really just grasp all the artistry that I can with each album and song that I put on here. Yeah. So that's that. I'm about to go to Virginia tomorrow. I'm really excited. Little road trip and a little break from work. I wrote down, like, for my autumn bucket list is to just be more creative, to do more for myself, to cook more, to take more photos, to post more. So I'm really serious about that, because if I don't do this for myself, then I'm just letting myself down. Like, if I don't do it now, I don't think I'm ever gonna do it, you know? So I'm really hyper focused on this, and I feel good when I create. Even if the creations aren't up to par of like my perfection level, I still just want to create, you know? And I feel like if anyone is a creative, then just create. Like, it really feeds your soul. And I love that I'm at a point where I'm really putting myself first. I always make sure that I'm focused on my routine and that I'm taking care of myself. If my body's tired, I will rest. I'm just really happy about that. And I hope I can continue this for the long haul.